mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. No, no. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from the north and south and east. Oh, no. Oh,
To be clear, the Black experience is ongoing. It is constantly growing, shaping, changing, and evolving the present pressures of our realities and the future of our culture and legacy on a daily schedule. Our narratives have either been silenced, coerced, or simply ignored and disregarded in the broader scope of popular culture. It seems almost inevitable that the scheme of people is to punish first before promoting. My experience as a Black man thus far has been impacted by the normality of life and living. Relationships both flourished or failed, mismanagement of time, money, energy, and effort, insecurities and self-esteem issues, deflection, trust issues with others and myself, to be able to even make positive directives in and for my life and well-being. However, my truth as a Black man in America today is that I live a life of duality, finding the balance between my preference and my purpose while striving to promote both in a congruent hope for change of thought amongst those who don't understand or simply refuse to. My life has never been appropriate for easy listening. I've been abused, broken, abandoned, shut out, shot down, chased, robbed, jailed, homeless, desperate, lonely, hurt, and misused. I've gotten more appreciation from one-night stands than family or friends I've grown up with. I spent more time giving so much of my energy, my body, my essence, my love to others than I self-reciprocated back to me. I've made excuses for others and even myself as a shield of self-ignorance rather than putting effort into my growth. At one point, thinking that suicide was a better option than a confrontation with my demons. Thinking that it was easier to run away from being hurt rather than to learn from that experience so that I could heal. I used to find myself being more awkward than interesting, never truly knowing my place or where I fitted in with my people. I felt conflicted, hell, sometimes ashamed of simply just being me. Because I'm from New York, I felt like I had to have a particular talk, walk, and demeanor to be accepted in a more masculine atmosphere, or that I had to become a generic stereotype for gay culture just to garner attention from women. I used to always feel like the oddball out of my friends, popular by association instead of an organic chemistry connection, being louder than I needed to be, more extra than the moment ever called for, or more talkative than a listener. As I started coming into myself through various experiences, what I realized most is that I was doing life all wrong, and that I was really fucked up. I walked my way through life casually breezing over my past traumas and mistakes as if they were normal, using sex, attention, momentary and monetary satisfactions as validation for my own brokenness. But where was the healing? Where was my self-care and awareness? My greatest disappointment was that I didn't love myself enough to show up for me when it mattered most, and that I relied on the conditions of other people's perceptions and standards more than I valued my own, and that I let someone else create the narrative of my legacy in life, with peace of mind at that it was okay and that's just who I was supposed to be.
She had them raging hips, fire from her tongue. She equipped with a blazing glare. Let them boys in the smoke. The sun don't touch her. She too hot, scorching. Burnt from all the ways them devils told her how to cook her soul. Nowadays, they say she's pretty for a dark girl. Like it's a compliment, smothered in Sarah Bartman's hips. Miley Cyrus call it a prop now. Black girl be too permeated. You see us everywhere, but our mouths ain't got no filter if you can't hold water. Black girl be in the itty bitty McKinney bikini showing out they flinging us now. She got child support superpower singing I wish you would hymns. One of these days, black girl be so powerful her hair will stay pressed after being underwater. Can't put no seasoning on that. Her tongue too crispy and she got flavor. Ain't that how them mulatto babies is made? Peach be so juicy, you gotta tell her hair ain't good. Condition them so their head ain't dry. Bleaching our skin so that we can be white enough. Photoshopping our bodies so that we can be photogenic enough. Post-traumatic syndrome got us forgetting about ourselves. We so potent, NAACP had to remind us, white girl wanna be black. Ask Rachel, black girl, free yourself. And when you fly, tell them, Fannie Lou Hamer sent you. Tell them, you are your own queen. Tell them, your brown sugar maple syrup can't be bought off shelves. Tell them, dark don't mean dirty. Nappy don't mean nasty. Loud don't mean ratchet. Bold don't mean problematic. They say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. But in these times, the blacker the baby, the longer the noose. Our sons don't need sunscreen. They run from protection. They get their vitamin D from laying 4 hours face down on the ground. They want to keep us uneducated. File us in Section 8. Then when we start to assimilate, we start talking like we got some sense. Start walking like we learning we can run for president now. Start protesting because we stand up for our rights. We have a purpose here. You can't take that away. You can't Emmett Till our sons no more. You can't 16th Street Baptist Church burn our bodies no more. You can't walk up in the church and shoot us in prayer no more. You can't kill us in the jail cell and call it suicide no more. This ain't open season. Black girl, you are brick. You are mortar. You are design. You are ceiling. More than just measurements. Raise your head. This black girl ain't got no blues tonight. You be you in your blue hue. Beautiful as you want to be. Dark eyes, thick thighs. We don't need to apologize. Right.
And then it clicked. It hit me. Like it literally brought me to my knees. The realization that my experience, my living, my existence and presence no longer needed plaudits or praises or even occasional complimentary pats on the back for doing a good job or being great. I was already those things. I was already great. Because I'm not an affiliate of Black history. I am Black history. In my own path, I have built myself up from places that I once couldn't see myself out of. I can now laugh in the places I once cried in. Not because my life is perfect or without interruption, but because I finally realized that I was the interruption. See, as we get older, we are in charge of the person that we create. You are in charge of how people see you, respect you, and how much they deserve of you. You own the story of your life, and you are the anchor of your decisions. So choose to be happy. Choose to be successful. Choose to be you. Your complexion is a part of your greatness. Your background and your struggles is what creates your tenacity and your resilience. You are the advantage and the exception. You are not an option. You are the creator of new chapters of thinking, new chapters of creating, building, cultivating, inspiration and influence. Whether you are a man or a woman, you need to know that you are Black and blessed. You are of high regard and value, and you are necessary.
All things ain't what they used to be, not my sweetheart. Whoa, whoa. All things ain't what they used to be, not. Whoa, whoa. All things ain't what what they used to be. No, no. Oil wasted on the oceans and upon our seas, fish full of mercury. Oh, oh, mercy, mercy me. Ah, things ain't what they used to be. No, no. Radiation underground and in the sky. Animals and birds who live nearby are dying.